An attack on a girl in shallow water, a bull shark clinging to a diver, a monster biting a man's head, attacks on kayaks and jet skis, and much more. Without further ado, in this episode, I'll show you scary and unusual shark moments and share interesting facts about these creepy creatures. Let's go! Look, the shark will attack this girl in a second. Here comes the attack. The shark bit the girl's arm. The girl was lucky that the bite was weak enough, but it was enough to cause injury. Well, in general, swimming with sharks, even with small ones, and even in shallow water is a bad idea, in my opinion. But this case is much creepier. A girl named Ocean Ramsey prepares to dive to explore the underwater world. And just seconds before she jumps, she spots a 16-foot tiger shark beneath her. If it weren't for Ocean's reaction, she would have gone straight into the predator's jaws. In addition to the tiger shark, bull sharks also pose a great danger to humans. Bull sharks are extremely aggressive and often attack without reason. This diver was swimming peacefully when he suddenly noticed a bull shark. The predator slid along the bottom, rose up, and tried to attack the diver, but he put a harpoon in front of him, to which the shark was distracted. The harpoon was lost, but most importantly, a life was saved. However, a harpoon doesn't always mean complete protection from dangerous sharks. This diver also swam in the harpoon, expecting to encounter a predator at any moment. And now the moment came. The bull shark attacked the diver so fast that he didn't even have time to properly put the harpoon in front of him. The shark attacked him and bit off his flipper. For a second, the diver even thought he lost his leg, but luckily the shark was only interested in the flipper. Apparently, the predator was attracted by the bright stripes on the flippers, so it attacked. It's one thing when a shark attacks a person in the water, but on a boat or a jet ski, people are not in danger. That's a different story, right? Unfortunately, it's not. See for yourself as the author of this video rides a fast jet ski and swims past a large shark. The predator looks like it's not going to attack, but at the last moment it still rushes at the jet ski and tries to attack it, as well as the author of the video. Fortunately, the shark only hit the jet ski a bit, and the impact was tangential. Head. Once again, we're in the water, where divers are harpooning fish and exploring other sea creatures. A fish is caught, and here comes another inhabitant. A shark, at full speed, rushes toward the second diver and crashes into him, biting him on the head with its teeth. For a second, it seemed that it was about to devour his head, but the predator swam away. The divers had to get to the surface. The victim survived and even climbed aboard on his own, but he was injured. However, it wasn't too bad. The guy was treated, so he was fine. Cage. Cage diving didn't go according to plan for this guy. For some reason, he found himself in the water without protection. The only thing he had was a small bird cage, and it saved his life. When he saw a tiger shark rushing toward him, he had time to put the cage in front of him and defend himself. The shark hit the cage and refused to continue the hunt, and the poor guy finally got on board. Kayak. Would you dare to go kayaking away from shore? Well, if you said yes, look what you can expect. These guys were just finishing somewhere in the sea when suddenly they saw a bull shark. At first, it just scared and splashed them, but then it went for a second round and hit one of the kayaks hard. The second kayak almost turned over from the impact, and one of the fishermen almost fell straight to the predator. A few more seconds passed, and the shark attacked again, and the kayak shook. The fishermen were incredibly lucky to be alive and in one piece. And here's the solo case. A man was kayaking somewhere in the sea when suddenly a shark clung to his paddle. See for yourself. It appeared just for a second and bit the left side of the paddle. Despite this terrifying attack, the man surprisingly kept his composure and got out of there as fast as he could. It's a good thing that shark never jumped out next to the kayak. It could have looked like that. A great white shark jumped epically out of the water. I don't know if it wanted to attack the cameraman and didn't calculate the trajectory, or just decided to show off, but the footage turned out great, and the author of this video had an unforgettable experience. Sand tiger shark. And now let's dive into the thick of it. The divers filmed an encounter with a large shark. The fearsome creature was heading in their direction and swam a few meters away from them. And there's another shark. Things are getting more serious and dangerous. One of the sharks kind of hovered next to the divers, swimming right beside them, and then went about its business. If you don't understand why the shark didn't attack, it's because the divers encountered a sand tiger shark. These creatures are considered far from as aggressive and dangerous as great white sharks, tiger sharks, or bull sharks. Nevertheless, sometimes they attack people, and one of the attacks even ended with fatal consequences. So the divers in the video were taking a risk anyway. Into the camera. The cameraman of this video also took a risk. The sand tiger shark is in the footage again, only it's in an unfriendly mood. The predator swims toward the cameraman, looks into the camera, and opens its creepy mouth full of sharp and frightening teeth. Fortunately, on that day, the animal only scared them. The shark didn't use its teeth in action, stared a little into the camera, and swam away about its business. By the way, it's possible that such footage will soon become a rarity. Sand tiger sharks are on the verge of extinction due to fishing, so this species may well become extinct in the coming decades. This video is similar to the previous one. A man plunges his camera into the water and immediately sees a huge shark with a colossal mouth. The sight is incredibly creepy. It seems that the shark is about to swim up to the camera and swallow it, and the cameraman with it. However, the fish simply swam away, ignoring the camera. That's because we saw a basking shark in the footage. This shark species is not predatory. Basking sharks do not attack people. They feed on plankton. In fact, they open their mouth so wide just for this purpose. Plankton itself is sucked into the mouth of the basking shark. By the way, this shark is the second largest in the world. Let's take a look at the leader as well. Keep watching to see the largest shark, as well as the tiny baby shark, sharks with amazing coloration, and some monsters of the great depths. Whale shark. This shark is the largest on the planet. Its size is equal to the whales themselves because these sharks can grow up to 66 feet in length and weigh more than 15 to 20 tons. Data on the size varies, but one thing is certain, the whale shark is really large. Speaking of the largest, the record-breaking individual caught on camera was supposedly 39 feet long. Take a look at it. The largest caught individual was also 39 feet long and weighed about 7 tons. Such a giant was caught off the coast of Pakistan 11 years ago. Unfortunately, the animal was already dead. Despite its colossal size, the whale shark is not a threat to humans. Like the basking shark, it feeds on plankton and swims peacefully in the seas and oceans. The whale shark doesn't mind swimming in the company of divers. By the way, look in this footage. Ocean Ramsey is swimming with this shark, the same girl from the beginning of the episode who almost fell into the mouth of the tiger shark. But there's nothing to be afraid of with a whale shark. These giants are kind-hearted and cute. Dwarf lantern shark. As you might have already understood from its name, this shark is the exact opposite of the whale shark. If the latter can be a couple of dozen meters long, the dwarf lantern shark is only a couple of dozen centimeters long, so it can even fit on your hand. There are not many pictures and videos of this tiny shark on the internet because it lives in great depths. Dwarf lantern shark can be found off the coast of Colombia and Venezuela at a depth of about 1,000 to 1,300 feet. There it produces light with its photophores to attract its prey and also hides from various large predators. You must admit that the coloration of most sharks is quite dull. Gray, white, or some other unattractive color. But in the world of sharks there are real beauties. For example, the leopard shark. This name suits it since the color of the predator varies from silvery to gray bronze, and the back is covered with dark marks and spots. It's very difficult to confuse this shark with another one. And here is the chain cat shark, or the chain dogfish. These creatures are not big at all. They grow to about 24 inches in length and are not dangerous to humans. The chain cat shark can only please the human eye because it has a memorable color. Here's another beauty from the world of sharks. Looking at the coloration, one can assume that it's called the jaguar shark or something like that. But in fact, it's the zebra shark. It's not clear why though, since it's covered in spots, not stripes. In any case, it looks very unusual, as if this shark bought a skin in some video game and put it on itself. Viper shark. And lastly, another contrast. We've just seen beautiful sharks of unusual colors, and now let's take a look at a real monster. The viper dogfish is also called the viper shark. As for me, this is the scariest shark in the world. The creature looks as if a venomous snake has been crossed with a shark. The snake-like shape of the head, the large evil eyes, the hook-like teeth, this monster has it all. It seems to me that it's capable of killing a human just by looking at them. Fortunately, these sharks at least live very far away. You can encounter them at a depth of about 1,000 to 1,200 feet. So you'll hardly stumble upon a viper shark in nature. That's all, guys. Have you seen sharks in person? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and see you later.